Whew, that's a lot better. Welcome back to M Hood Fishing. These chest waders feel like a microwave until I get in the water, right? It's nice and refreshing for the moment. So the depth right now is over my knees, and it's probably going to get a little deeper. So look in there. Can you see in there? So the depth comes up really shallow right here as you come up towards the creek. This is like a big pool. I have two intentions here. Wade fishing definitely is one of them, right? The other is all the way. There's that turtle from the other day when I was down here with Boomer. It's still alive, it's still floating. My goodness, something's wrong. The problem with both my intentions is I'm not 100% sure what the depth is, right? Now, I can deal with a lot of depths, but if they're over my nipples, that's too much, right? Now, there's one depth in particular that I want to know. Well, maybe it's two. There's this side and that side. You can't really see it. I can barely see it. Water's really cloudy, but there is a concrete wall just like this, but running from here to there, about a foot underneath the water. We don't know how deep this is right here. We're going to sit down on the rock and gently, oh, we got the feet on the bottom there. We're good. Does it keep going? And then we're up on the wall. And here we are. We got a dog joining us. All right, tape measure. So first we'll see where my nipples are. We can do 4 feet. That's probably the maximum depth. Okay, I'm like 3 feet, hitting something hard right there. I feel concrete the whole way right there. Let's come out about a foot. Oh, oh, what are we at now? So, okay, first it's 3 feet down to something hard surface, and about a foot out there's another drop. Boomer, you want to come with me? Oh, I think I misjudged it. This is quite the drop right here. I think it's a lot deeper than I can handle because yeah, my goodness, we're not going to be able to go up in there. Maybe that's a good thing. Anyhow, it seems to be too deep right here, even though there is a lower ledge. Past it turns out to be deeper than I thought. It's over my nipples. It means water will get in the chest waders. So we're not going up in there today, but having the chest waders on makes this a little funner. Boomer, is that a snake? Boomer, get away from it. I think Boomer found a snake just toasting himself in the sun. Definitely don't want him to continue harassing it, but it's a good thing. I told you to stay away from it. Hey. First thing I tried was this sinking minnow. I may try a jig, one of mine. But to be honest, I'm not really feeling artificials right now. We've had 2 nights in a row going below freezing, and we're gonna go below freezing tonight, but not as bad as the first 2 nights. First 2 nights it was below 20. We might get to 30 tonight. It's warm right now. It's gonna be a high of 59 degrees. Actually, I'm not even gonna pick up the rod with the jig. I'm gonna pick up this. I really wanted to walk up the dam, but there's just too much of a depth. I'll come out of there heavier than I'm going in there, right? I'm gonna retain water. Let's just do the worm. Oh, I'm gently walking out, wondering what our depth changes are gonna be, if we're going to sink into the sediment. Sugar sand, when it's wet, firms up. There are definitely rocks here. Let's go ahead and drop down. Hopefully Boober doesn't get a wild hair up his butt and start swimming circles around me while I'm fishing. Loves to do that. Don't do that. As I'm inching forward, the depth is coming up a little bit. I feel like I'm on a mound. Oh, fish just broke the water up there. The bottom has changed. It went from pebbles to soft sediment back to pebbles, like little rocks. And there's big rocks down there, but yeah, I'm coming up a few inches in depth, running into big rocks. It's very hard surface, but pebbly for the most part. And right now we're like right around that 3-foot mark. All right, this is how far I am from the dam, and I've gone down 6 inches, and it's a little deeper right in here. I think we have a gradual drop. I would call this somewhat of a scour hole back here. When there's a lot of current coming out of the dam, this area that we're wade fishing gets scoured out by that current, right? And probably where we see boomers swimming is where sediment gets dumped, because that bottom was all soft, but not sinky, but soft, right? I can feel the temperature of the water a lot more now. So on each side of me, I'm flanked by big rocks. You can see them in the sunlight, right? They're not too far beneath the surface, but they're huge. They go down there good ways. There's piles of them. They're stacked on each other. And I got, my footing is compromised by them right now. I'm trying to find a way to safely step around without... Oh, and as I step over a bunch of big rocks just there, we go down another 6 inches. Now we're like 3.5 feet. When there's actual flow through the dam, now I just moved a little bit and my bottom changed. Soft sediment now. When there's flow coming through the lake, this depth is going to be more like 4 or 5 feet where I'm standing. But I don't know if this is the deepest bit. We seem to be gradually dropping a little bit as I inch forward. And, oh, nope, wait a minute. Now we're coming up. This depth is all over the place. There's just a lot of rocks and stuff piled right where I'm walking through. Ooh, big stuff too. I'm just kind of walking blind. I don't want to trip. I don't want to hurt myself. Okay, now we dropped again and we're raising again because we're on a boulder. Here, let's walk around it. Okay, we are almost 4 feet right here. So maybe that is the maximum depth. In between 4 and 5 feet, right where we're at. Good to know. If you ever fished here, See the metal railing coming out? See that rock right there? I'm about 4 feet right here, maybe a little over, and the depth is going down. I thought to myself before I came out here, actually I was thinking about this for days, right? It was like, if I don't have the right depth to go up in the dam, I would at least wade fish this whole pool, walk it from one end to another. You know, in the future, people are going to use this as a reference video to be like, what is the depth there? Because nobody knows. You ask people how deep they think it is back here, and like very few people come back here. And the ones who do come back here don't really know the answer to that. We are now over 4 feet and a very soft bottom, lots of sediment. I suspect, oh, I'm stepping on sticks now. We're almost over 4 feet now, for sure. And I'm hoping that it doesn't go any deeper, because anything over 4 feet gets real sketchy. I gotta watch. Are we coming up in depth? We do not want to take on water. I mean, this water's cold already. The temperature coming through the suit. Okay, we seem to be coming up. I bet if I moved a little bit to my right, that I would find a depth, because it seems to be going down a little bit, going to the right. I think I would find a depth I would not want to be in at the moment. But I have a few inches to go before the water's going over my bibs. Yeah, I mean, my legs and butt are already cold. Imagine how much colder it would be. And I got like 2 inches. So I bet 5 feet up in here is what the maximum depth is right now, out in the middle. I'm getting really close, people. Like, I have maybe an inch to spare, and the depth is going down. We're backing off. We're gonna come to the left where it's more generous. That was almost the end of me. I got to be careful where I'm coming through. It'll be nothing, and all of a sudden, boom, a rock. Like you're walking through a flat plain, and all of a sudden there's a invisible skyscraper. Okay. Oh, and there's another invisible skyscraper right there. You think you're about to walk out of the water, and boom, there's an apartment complex you can't see. So I find that amazing. I find that very interesting. I'm sure quite a few people do. I'm sure quite a few people are bored with it already. But what I find even more interesting, or equally interesting, is how we have that 5 foot or better depth out there in the middle of this pool right here, up close to us, right? And then we come to the creek, and a dog jumps across the way, and it shallows up crazy fast. But this is all very soft sediment coming through here. This is sinky. We're walking in maybe 1.5 feet to almost 2 feet of water. What do you think this is, Boomer? And how did it get down here? Any idea? You're the expert. You think that brings the fish in? Huh? Slammed myself in the head with my own fishing rod. I was doing a battery swap, just having this dipped in the water for a second, turned around, and we dipped out a fish. Oh. Finally caught a fish from right here. Yeah, you're right, it took a second. So I've been standing on this retaining wall, this, whatever you want to call it, this seal, and staring right there, and you'll see, here's the fish. You see right above the entrance, it's hard to make out. I'm not sure what it says, but it seems to start with the word no. It's very deteriorated, very faded. So maybe it's a good thing I'm unable to go in there, because I think right above there it says, no, you cannot go in here, Mr. Hood. Something like that. I'm sure the county would not want me going up in there, but I want to go up in there. Despite that maybe saying no. When you come to this spot, you're going to see some spray painted stuff that's BS, but that might not be. That might say no entrance or something. It's so old, it's so faded. It's probably been there since the 60s, right? It says no something. Could say no unicorns for all I know, but that definitely starts with the word no. This is just my first video of the day, right? It's the middle of the day. It is just now coming up on 2 o'clock. I just came down here out of curiosity. Boomer loves coming down here. It's pretty chill. I wanted to know these depths and explore. Maybe it's a good thing I didn't go up into the dam itself, because yeah, that old signage right there probably says I can't. But yeah, you're right. Let me tell you something. Being in this cold water, not as shocking as you might think. Maybe it's really shocking for some people, but my achy knees really benefited from it. And you know what did not benefit from it? My achy shoulder. I should have just... I'm not doing that though. But if there was a hot tub right over here or a sauna, I think I would like to go skinny dipping right now. Maybe if there was a fire. But I tell you what, the day is young and there are other places to go. So yeah, you're right. Just a boring video because it's winter time, and as a content creator, you got to create content whether it sucks or not. I just wanted to discover and explore, and I'm better for it. Yeah, you're right. Thank you for watching, liking, sharing, commenting, being a subscriber, being a member of the channel. And yeah, you're right. I will see y'all next time.